question that comes up time to time while practicing in the area that I do is an interesting question. That question is, can OPP pull you over in the city? The answer is yes. So really that question is saying, can an Ontario provincial police officer be in city limits pulling over a vehicle for some violation? And ultimately that question is, do they have standing to do so? And is there a defense in that sort of an event happening? Well, A, there's no defense. And the answer is ultimately yes. And it's a significant question in this regard because the OPP are certainly allowed to be anywhere in Ontario, pulling anyone over whenever they believe that an offense has been committed. But by the same token, we have to realize that there are city police services, regional police services. All of those individuals in that capacity are sworn into a position under the Canadian Criminal Code. And as such, what that means is that both the OPP can come into a city and city police officers can go outside the city and they do not lose jurisdiction. Either one of them has jurisdiction throughout Ontario. Now, we can talk about, logistically, would an OPP officer be involved in an inner city highway traffic ticket? And I can tell you that is relatively rare. And the reason for that is that, both the city police services and the OPP are already very busy. They don't need to find extra work. So it's very unlikely something like that would happen. But the answer is in absolute certainty, they have jurisdiction and there is no possible way of beating a ticket by alleging that they did not have jurisdiction. Just as a quick aside, I heard about a client who actually was chased into the city, into the suburbs where he lived, and he got into his driveway, and he got out of his car only to meet this particular OPP cruiser, and he exclaimed that, "You can't bother me now, I'm in the city, I'm in my driveway, and it's all over." Well, I can tell you that that didn't go like that particular gentleman expected. He was indeed charged. So in summary, they have jurisdiction to lay a ticket anywhere. The reality is it's very, very limited. In fact, you should remember that any police officer sworn under the Criminal Code has jurisdiction on any road in Ontario. Back roads, side roads, expressways, 400 series. It is simply a myth that you can get into some sort of immunity situation by driving to a location that you can assume that they have no jurisdiction over.